Once upon a time, in a bustling town in West Africa, there lived a young woman named Aminatou. She was well known in her community for her beauty and grace. Her glowing skin, bright eyes, and captivating smile drew attention wherever she went. Aminatou had no shortage of admirers, and her friends often praised her for her natural charm. Despite all this, Aminatou had a secret insecurity that no one could see. She was unhappy with the size of her bum. To Aminatou, it seemed that everyone around her admired women with larger curves, especially those with bigger bums. When she looked at the women on social media, she was mesmerized by the images of flawless, curvy figures. These women received endless compliments, thousands of likes and attention wherever they went. Aminatou began to believe that the only thing standing between her and even more admiration was the size of her bum. It started as a small thought. Perhaps her life would be better if she had a bigger bum. As time went on, this thought grew into an obsession. She began to compare herself to every woman she saw, constantly imagining how much more beautiful she would be if she had a perfect figure. Her friends and family assured her that she was beautiful just the way she was, but their words fell on deaf ears. Aminatou wanted more. She craved the attention she believed a larger bum would bring her. One day, Aminatou overheard some women at the market talking about a surgeon in the city who was known for performing affordable cosmetic surgeries. Rumor had it that this doctor could transform anyone's figure overnight. Although some people warned that his clinic didn't look entirely legitimate, others spoke highly of the results. In her Aminatou convinced herself that this was her opportunity to achieve the body she had always dreamed of. Without much thought, Aminatou began saving money. She kept her plans a secret, fearing her family would try to talk her out of it. After several months, she had enough money for the procedure. With excitement and nervousness, she traveled to the city where the surgeon's clinic was located. When she arrived at the clinic, something felt off. The building was run down and the waiting room was dimly lit. A strong, unpleasant smell hung in the air. Despite her reservations, Aminatou's desire for the surgery was stronger than her doubts. The doctor, a man with a sleek smile, assured her that the procedure would be quick and painless. He promised that she would live with the curves she longed for. Have you subscribed yet? What are you waiting for? Kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified when I post a new video. Let's go back to our story, please. The day of the surgery arrived. Aminatou lay on the operating table, her mind filled with dreams of how her life would change after the operation. As the anesthesia took effect, she drifted into sleep, picturing the admiration she would receive once she returned home with her new figure. However, when she woke up, something was terribly wrong. Her backside felt heavy, but not with the fullness she had imagined. Instead, a sharp burning pain coursed through her body. She struggled to sit up, wincing as the pain intensified. Her heart raced as she stumbled toward the nearest mirror. When she saw her reflection, she let out a scream. Her bum was not larger, but burnt. The skin was blistered and charred, with deep, ugly scars running across it. Aminato's dream of a bigger bomb had turned into a nightmare. The doctor was nowhere to be found, and the clinic staff quickly ushered her out, offering no explanation. She was left alone, ashamed and horrified at what had been done to her. As Aminato returned home, she tried to hide her condition, but it wasn't long before people noticed. The once beautiful and confident Aminato was now the subject of cruel gossip. Whispers followed her wherever she went. Some people laughed behind her back, while others openly mocked her. Children pointed at her, and even her friends started to distance themselves. The scars on her bum were not only physical but also emotional. What hurt Aminato the most was the constant judgment. Those who once admired her beauty now avoided her. People no longer saw her for who she was, only for the mistake she had made. Her social life crumbled, and she found herself isolated. Even worse, the burns caused her constant pain. Simple tasks like sitting or walking became unbearable. She was forced to visit local healers to treat the burns, but the scars remained. The consequences of Aminato's decision weighed heavily on her. She could no longer live the life she once had, all because of her pursuit of an unattainable ideal. Months passed, and as she lay in bed, recovering from the surgery, she had plenty of time to reflect on her choices. She realized that in her desire for a larger bomb, she had overlooked the beauty she already possessed. She had taken for granted the love and admiration she had before, all for the sake of vanity. One evening, as she stared at her reflection in the mirror, Aminato broke down in tears. She remembered the countless compliments she had once received and how she had never been satisfied with them. Now, all she wanted was to go back to the way she was before. She longed for her natural body, free from the scars that now defined her. Aminato knew that her whole life was gone, but she decided to turn her experience into a lesson. She began sharing her story with other young women, warning them of the dangers of chasing superficial beauty. Aminato spoke at schools, markets, and community gatherings, telling anyone who would listen about the importance of self-acceptance and the consequences of trying to alter oneself to fit unrealistic standards. In time, Aminato became a voice of wisdom in her community. A message of self-love resonated with many young women who had once admired the same false ideals she had. Slowly, she rebuilt her life, not by changing her appearance, but by embracing the beauty that came from within. Though her scars remained, they became a symbol of her strength and her journey to self-acceptance. Moral of the story: the pursuit of vanity can lead to dangerous and lasting consequences. True beauty is found in self-acceptance, and contentment comes from embracing who you are, not from changing yourself to fit society's ever-changing standards. Aminato's story teaches us that self-love is far more valuable than any superficial ideal, and that chasing unrealistic beauty can leave deep scars, both physical and emotional. So this is the end of the story. She wanted a bigger bomb, but got a burnt dream. This is indeed a story or a lesson in contentment. If this is your first time coming across this channel, I tell interesting stories. Kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. And to my returning subscribers, I really do appreciate you. See you in my next video.
Through stories like never before. AI weeps where wisdom lies, with moral lessons in disguise. Captivating minds, oh we shine, educating hearts, crossing time. Intriguing tales with every scene.